Hello everyone, Simon here. Today we will be disassembling the front fork cartridge. This is cartridge from my KTM 125 from '89. It is the MX version, and I want to disassemble it to just clean the insides. In order to do this, you need to undo this top cap, take out the spring with these fasteners. It is inside. Take out the spring. We already have it here. After that, there is a small bolt underside here, and when you undo this bolt, you can take out the cartridge. The cartridge is right here. In order to disassemble this cartridge, I had to design and make some special tool. It is designed to clamp on this part. I already degreased it, so it is ready to clamp it into the vise, and I would try to undo this bolt. After that, I hope so, it will be possible to take out the piston and the rebound shim stacks, which is inside and is moving with this part inside. So let's go. It's freshly made from duraluminum. Super. So hello, I'm back. I'm sorry I didn't record my disassembling because I wanted to just focus more, so that's why it was difficult to talk and actually control myself what I'm doing. That's why I have this disassembled, and I wanted to show you these parts that are inside the cartridge. The cartridge tube and the cylinder is here. It is mounted like this, vertically of course, because it's front fork obviously, and this is mounted like this. This is cylinder, that is the piston slides inside. I hope it will be visible. The piston on this rod here slides inside when your fork is working. On this side there is the rebound adjuster regulator. It regulates the flow of oil when your fork is going up, so reacts for some obstacle. It is mounted like this. This side, as I said, is regulated by rebound. On the other side, we have mounted the piston that is right here, and this is for rebound. It is screwed inside here. These are the rebound shims, and these are for reacting, and these are for actually rebound, so it is adjustable how fast you want to get your rebound. This is the spring, of course. This part here is the one-way valve, so it only lets the oil flow for one direction. So I think this is all. This is the nut which holds all the piston of rebound here. This is the compression piston. It has the O-ring. I disassembled it because I want to replace this O-ring. It goes right here. It is inside. What I didn't know at the beginning, I didn't need to unscrew this nut because when you unwind this compression valve here, you can just pull all the plunger from here and disassemble it like you can see, but at the beginning of course you have to unscrew this. So this is all. This is the special tool I was talking about. So now I have all cleaned. I will replace this o-ring. What I didn't mention, here is the seal for the rebound piston. I think this is all. I hope you understand this. This is maybe some complex thing, but if you think about it, it was very simple. Just controls the flow of oil in your front fork, and this is all. Thank you. Here I am the next day. Today I have all the parts cleaned, inspected. All the shims are now measured, cleaned, and all put together. We have the rebound piston here with its ring, and we have the compression valve with new o-ring. Here I have the suspension oil that I will be using. It's of course new oil. As I said, all the parts are cleaned, ready to assemble. In the vise already I have the piston rod, and now I'm going to install all the parts and put it all back together. First of all, I will take the rebound piston and tighten it to the piston rod. This is the correct end of the piston rod. The manual says only it should be tightened, not specified torque. Just make it tight enough. It should be good. Here I have the piston rod already installed, the rebound piston. Here is the sealing bushing. Now I will make it slippery with new oil. Make sure that everything is cleaned. Now you should be able to put it inside. Still slow, make sure it goes in the correct position. Yeah. It runs nice and smooth. Now I will install the compression valve, which is here. Little bit of oil. I am using this time Repsol oil, SIA 10W. The original suspension manual says you should be using the 10W oil, that's why I'm using 10W. Okay, should be okay. Slowly install it inside. Okay, now I will use vice for it. Not too tight, I don't want to ruin it. Okay, it's tight enough. Tight enough. And now I will be putting this on the top. There is a screw also. There will be thread inside this piston rod. Okay. I will use my tool for this. I think we are ready to go, ready to put this cartridge inside. It's ready and functioning properly. Now I would like to show you how the compression preset valve looks like. It's at the bottom of the fork here. This is the red knob. In order to take this out, you have to have the cartridge outside, and you just pry here on the red knob, make it gentle, and it all comes out. It looks like that. This is the hole where the cartridge comes in. It is mounted like this. If you look closer to this knob, it has some kind of spiral adjustment, and it regulates the amount of oil that can be pushed from the outside of the fork, the outer curva. It controls the flow of oil between the outer tube and to the inside of the cartridge, to these channels right here. This is how it looks like. Here we have the spring and two balls to make it clicks, and it should come here. It should be parallel to the fork. Now I have it on the first position. First is softest, 8 is the hardest. Preset of compression. Now it's time to put it all back together and fill it with new fresh oil. All parts of course are cleaned and ready to fill it with fresh oil. As I said before, it's 10W oil, as they are saying in suspension manual for this model. This is WP4054 suspension from 89, KTM 125. The tools I will be using is this, some kind of super special tool, dial to measure the correct length of air chamber. This is the cup for measuring 550 milliliters of oil, hot tea, and the most important thing is the suspension manual, which I have already opened. As you can see, this is original suspension manual from 89. I already scrolled it to filling it with the oil, and now I will be doing it just like they said it in the manual. Just like this guy over here. As I said, it's already cleaned, dried inside. First thing you have to do is to put your freshly inspected suspension cartridge. It goes inside to the hole in the bottom. Now it's in the good position, I think. No, it's not. Now it's in good position. It should be almost level here. Now we can put the screw that is holding it at the bottom. It has copper washer. It shouldn't be super tight. They say 20 Newton meters. Okay. Of course you should use the torque wrench for this. And now, super important thing. When you're filling it with the oil, you should have it completely bottomed. Like this. Wrong. It should be completely extend. Fill it with 550 milliliters of oil and then stroke it back fully to down. Okay. Something like that. Okay. Let's measure the correct amount of oil. I will be using the Repsol oil strictly for suspension, of course. Okay. Let's wait a second. Bubbles come out. In the manual they say that it's very important when you fill it with oil, and the hang guy right here have it fully extended. When you fill it with oil, you should be stroking it down with the palm of your hand at the top and stroking it down with hand over your outer tube to create some pressure to help the oil get between the tubes, outer and inner tube. And that's what I'm going to do now. now I put my hand over here and create some pressure, stroking it down. Releasing the pressure, stroking down, releasing pressure. Bubbles of air are coming out. This is a good sign. Okay, it's fully compressed down. The thing that they are also saying in the manual, it can only be bled of air when the level of the fresh oil is higher than the edge of inner tube that can be seen inside with the orange ring inside. So how it is now, it should be good to bleed all the air. Now I will take the cartridge. As I am going up, it will soak the oil inside and bleed the air. After a few strokes, there would be oil visible from the ports on the side of this black rebound regulator. Few bubbles going from the side ports. No oil should be visible on the stroke down, only flows when it strokes up, just like that. You can see on the stroke down, no oil from these side ports. Okay, I will do it one more time. No bubbles are visible, and I assume that it's free of air. Okay. Let's wipe it a little. Now I will be setting the correct air chamber length. It's the length of the free space from the edge of the outer tube to the level of oil. In the manual they say The default value is 130 millimeters from the top to the level of oil. We have it filled with the oil. Now setting the correct level. I will do it on the ground maybe. Cartridge fully dropped down. We have the light. Now I am setting 130 millimeters, just like that. I don't know if it will be visible on the camera, but I will try to make it right. Now we have too much oil, but it's good. It's better to have it too much. You can always remove a little with this super special tool. Okay, we are set. It took a while, but it's always worth to make it accurate, because you want to have this air chamber the same on the left hand side, so that's why you need some time to make it. Now I will put inside the spring. To put the spring inside, I will extend this fork. Now I can do this without a problem. Cartridge first. Okay. And here we have the spring. Goes over there. Now I will hold it up. Now we have the spacer. I will hold it with the screwdriver. Now we have the preload spacer, which is here. Here are the locks on the spring. One on each side. Now we can stroke the outer tube up like this, and put this back together. Put this cap here. And here we have it with the fresh oil inside. Rebound adjuster, which goes here at the top, like this. So here are the boys ready to be installed. I'm happy with the result. I hope you enjoyed the video. There are not so many vids of this kind of forks, WP4054 suspension, on the YouTube, so it was my first opportunity to disassemble the inserts, the cartridges. I'm happy with the result because there was a lot of dirt inside, all the shims packages. Everything is cleaned, filled with new fresh oil. I had the opportunity before to disassemble this suspension without the cartridges because I changed the fork seals. The dust seals are original, but they are in a great shape, that's why I kept them original. The oil seals are performing good, so I didn't change them at this time. As I said, the oil is 10W like in the manual. So enjoy your weekend, enjoy your life. Simon is out.